Hello everyone, welcome to the series of mathematics lessons. In this presentation, we will study about whole numbers. Whole numbers. We use numbers starting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on to count because they come naturally. Mathematicians call this as natural numbers. We don't call 0 as natural number, because we invented 0 for our calculations. Generally, in nature, we don't see 0. Predecessor and successor. Given any natural number, when you add 1 to that number, you get its successor. Say for instance, the given number is 7. When you add 1 to it, you will get the successor. The successor of 7 is 8. Similarly, if the given number is 16, the successor of 16 is 17. That is, the next number of 16 is 17. The number 16 comes before 17. We say this as predecessor of 17. If 17 is the given number, the previous number 16 is called predecessor of 17. Whole numbers. We have seen that number 1 has no predecessor. In natural numbers, we can see number 1 has successor, that is 2, but it doesn't have a predecessor. To the collection of natural numbers, we add 0 as a predecessor for 1. Natural numbers along with 0 form the collection of whole numbers. Whole number is a collection of 0, 1, 2, 3 and the rest of the natural numbers to infinite. In reality, we don't have a largest number. Even if you have a largest number, when you add 1 to it, it becomes new largest number, meaning we do not have the largest number. The number line. Draw a line. Draw a line, mark a point on it. Let us call it as 0. Mark a second point to the right of 0. We label it as 1. The distance between 0 and 1 is called a unit distance. This is our reference distance. This distance we will use it as reference. And label 2 write to 1 and label 3 write to 2. Label 4 write to 3 and so on. Remember, we should maintain the same distance throughout all. What is the distance between point 2 and point 4? 2 to 3 we have 1 unit distance, 3 to 4 we have 1 unit distance. So the distance between 2 and 4 is 2. Then what is the distance between 2 and 7? 2 to 3 1, 3 to 4 1, 4 to 5 1, 5 to 6 1, 6 to 7 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we take 4 as a number and we take one more number as 1, from this we can conclude that 1 is less than 4. Say you have given 1 chocolate and you have given 4 chocolate. Say for instance, there is 1 chocolate in one basket and 4 chocolates in other basket. In which basket do you find more number of chocolates? Of course, it is the second basket, since it has got 4 chocolates. Whereas in the first basket, we have only 1 chocolate. 1 is less than 4. Addition on the number line. Addition of whole numbers can be shown on the number line. Let us see the addition of 3 and 4. We can take 3 as the reference number, add 4 to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. The reference number is 3. The number that we are going to add is 4. When we add these two numbers, we end up with 7. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. We can also add in such a way that by taking the reference number 4, 4 plus 3 is equal to 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 1, 2, 3. 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. We can say that 3 plus 4 is equal to 4 plus 3. Subtraction on the number line. Now let us subtract 7 minus 5. We will take 7 as a reference point. We will subtract 5 from it. We will go left of this number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. When you reverse the numbers, 5 minus 7, we will get minus 2. From this we can conclude that 7 minus 5 is not equal to 5 minus 7. Multiplication on the number line. Now let us multiply 4 times 3. We can write 4 times 3 as 3 times 4. We are taking a group of number, in this case 3, then we are multiplying with 4. So this 3 is multiplied 4 times. First time, second time, third time, and fourth time. When we multiply 3 with 4, we will get 12. We can also multiply 4 with 3. In that scenario, we will take this group of number from 0 to 4. We will repeat this for 3 times. 0 to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Then again 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then again 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here also we got the product 12. So 4 into 3 is equal to 3 into 4. Properties of whole numbers. Observe this table. When you add 2 whole numbers, you will end up with one more whole number. Here 7 is a whole number and 8 is also a whole number. When you add these two numbers, you will get 15, which is also a whole number. In the third example, we can see 0 is a whole number and 15 is also a whole number. When you add these two whole numbers, we will get again the whole number. 15 is also a whole number. Now let us see multiplication. 7 is a whole number, 8 is a whole number. When you multiply these two whole numbers, we will get one more whole number. 56 is also a whole number. With this observation, we can conclude the closure property. Whole numbers are closed under addition and also under multiplication, but not division and subtraction. Now let us see whether we can satisfy closure property for subtraction. 6 is a whole number. 2 is also a whole number. When you subtract these two numbers, we get a whole number. This is fine. But what about the fourth example? 3 is a whole number. 9 is a whole number. When you subtract these two numbers, we will get minus 6. We know that whole number have 0, then all other natural numbers. We don't have negative numbers in whole numbers. So subtracting two whole numbers may not be a whole number. This doesn't satisfy the closure property. Similarly for division, 8 divided by 4, which is nothing but we are subtracting 8 with 4. 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. We subtracted 2 times. 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2 is a whole number. But what about 6 divided by 5? 6 is a whole number, 5 is a whole number. But the quotient is not a whole number. So even division doesn't satisfy the closure property. Now let us see the division by 0. 8 divided by 2. We are subtracting 2 from 8 on each iteration. 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Further we cannot subtract. You can see there is 4 iterations or 4 steps. So 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. But what about 2 divided by 0? 2 minus 0 is equal to 2. Again we are subtracting this number with 0. 2 minus 0 is equal to 2. Again we are subtracting with this new number 2. 2 minus 0 is equal to 2. This follows infinitely. We don't have end for this. We say any number divided by 0 is not defined. Commutativity of addition and multiplication. Here we have a number line. Our aim is to reach 5. We can reach 5 by adding 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2. We can also reach 5 by adding 2 plus 3. 3 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 3. Both are same. You can add two whole numbers in any order. It doesn't matter whether you start with 2 or you start with 3. 3 plus 2 is same as 2 plus 3. This property is known as commutativity for addition. Let us multiply 4 and 5. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. 5 times 4 is equal to 20. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. 5 times 4 is equal to 20. Both are same. You can multiply two whole numbers in any order. We say that multiplication is commutative for whole numbers. Thus, addition and multiplication are commutative for whole numbers. Now let us see associativity of addition and multiplication. Associate means connect something to some other thing. In the first example, we are associating 2 and 3. 2 plus 3, 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 4, which is equal to 9. We have 2 chocolates here and we have 3 chocolates here. We grouped them as single group. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Then we got 4 more chocolates. When we add these two, we will get 9 chocolates. This is one way. Let us solve the example 2. Here we are associating 3 and 4 as a single group. We have 3 chocolates and 4 more chocolates. We are grouping them as a single group. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This group plus this group plus this group, we will get 9 chocolates. Now let us see multiplication. 6 into 5 is grouped as single group. 6 into 5 is equal to 30. 30 times 3 is equal to 90. We are done with this part. Now let us group 5 and 3 as a single entity or single group. 5 into 3 is 15. 15 times 6 is equal to 90. Both are same. Multiplication satisfies associativity property. Now let us see distributivity of multiplication over addition. How many squares do you have in all? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 columns. 6 times 8 is equal to 48. 48. We have 48 small squares here. Now let us cut this sheet into 2 pieces. One is 6 centimeter by 5 centimeter and 6 centimeter by 3 centimeter. We have 6 rows and 5 columns. 6 times 5. The remaining piece after cutting is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rows and 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. So we can write this as 6 times 5 plus 6 times 3. We take 6 as a common element. We will take 6 out as a common factor. We are remaining with 5 and 3. 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. 8 times 6 is equal to 48. This is known as distributivity of multiplication over addition. Identity for addition and multiplication. Observe this table. 7 plus 0 is equal to 7. 5 plus 0 is equal to 5. 0 plus 26 is equal to same number, that is 26. 0 has a special role in addition. When you add 0 to any whole number, the result is the whole number itself. 0 has a special role in multiplication too. Any number multiplied by 0 becomes 0. When you multiply 1245 with 0, we will get 0. A number remains unchanged when added 0 to it. Similarly, for multiplicative identity for whole numbers, observe this table. 7 times 1 is equal to 7. 1 times 12 is equal to 12. 1 is the identity for multiplication, whereas it is 0 for addition. 1 is the identity for multiplication of whole numbers, or multiplicative identity for the whole numbers. Patterns in whole numbers. We can arrange numbers in elementary shapes. Elementary shapes means basic shapes made up of dots. The shapes we take are line, rectangle, square and a triangle. Any number could be arranged as a line. If we take 2, 2 could be written as 2 dots. If we take 3, 3 could be written as 3 dots. Some numbers can also be written as rectangles. For instance, 6. We can write 6 with 3 dots as column and 2 dots in rows. We have 3 columns and 2 rows. We can also represent this as 3 rows, 2 columns. Some numbers can be arranged as squares, like 4 and 9. Here we can see 2 rows, 2 columns. For 9, 3 rows, 3 columns. Some numbers can be arranged as triangles. For example, 3 and 6. You can see 3 could be arranged as this and 6 could be arranged in this fashion. And all these shapes could be written as a line. Let us take 4. We can represent 4 in a line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dots. We can represent this triangle as a line. 1, 2, 3. We can represent this triangle as a line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Note that triangle should have 2 equal sides. In case of 6, it has got 3 dots in one side and 3 dots in other side, meaning Two sides should be equal. Patterns observation. Observe a pattern here. 117 plus 9 could be written as 117 plus 10 minus 1. 10 minus 1 is equal to 9. The equality doesn't change. So we will add 117 plus 10, which is equal to 127. Then we will subtract 1, which is equal to 126. So what will happen when we subtract these two numbers? 117 minus 9. 9 could be written as minus 10 plus 1. Minus 10 plus 1 is equal to 9. So the equality doesn't change. 117 minus 10 is equal to 107. 107 plus 1 is equal to 108. Does this pattern help you to add or subtract numbers? Yes, sometimes it is very helpful. It is more helpful when you are multiplying and dividing numbers. Now let us multiply 84 times 9. 84 times 9 could be written as 10 minus 1. Now let us distribute the numbers. 84 times 10 is equal to 840 minus 84 times 1 is equal to 84. To find the product, we just need to subtract these two numbers. 84 times 9 is equal to 840 minus 84, which is equal to 756. 84 times 9 is equal to 756. We find this shortcut very useful in some cases. The following patterns suggest a way of multiplying number by 5 or 25 or 125. You can extend this thinking further. 96 times 5 could be written as 96 times 10 divided by 2. 10 by 2 is equal to 5. We find it easier to multiply with 10. So we will multiply 96 with 10, we will get 960. Then we will divide it by 2, which is equal to 480. Sometimes this method is really helpful. The content of this recording is borrowed from Karnataka Textbook Society, Bangalore under Fair Usage Policy. This video is presented by Avari Technologies. Please do hit subscribe button to get more content. Thank you.